Well, people, Novak makes it through. Marches on towards history, towards greatness. He's only got one more match to go. Zverev versus Djokovic turned into the match that we all hoped it would be. It was a battle. It was 5 sets. Some amazing tennis from both guys. And while Djokovic was the more steady, slowly getting better player, Zverev had ups and downs. Were really good tennis, really tight tennis. And in the end, Djokovic persevered, as most people expected. So let's look at the matchup with Djokovic and the only person standing between him and history, a tall, skinny, not a small kid, but he does know how to fight, lanky Russian named Daniil Medvedev. Let's get into this matchup and what Novak has to do to make history. This is The Slice presented by Rally Tennis, covering the US Open in 2021. Let's get into it. Well, that was a big match. That was a big match. I think it was a right step in the right direction for Zverev, and obviously a massive sigh of relief for Djokovic to get through that. That was a lot of people, including myself, said that was the toughest probably match for Djokovic. I mean, in the final, there's going to be all the other pressure. It's going to be Medvedev. It's going to be tough, but that was a huge step for Djokovic in the right direction for him getting history. UK fans. Are you in the UK? Do you watch Sky Sports? I'm apparently going to be on Sky Sports Sunday morning to talk about Emma Raducanu and the fact that she was born in Canada. They wanted me to talk about that, so they reached out. So around 7 or 8 a.m. in the UK, I'll be on live on Sky Sports. So if you have that, check it out. Send out a tweet. Maybe take a picture if you see me on there. That'd be pretty cool. The Slice on your airwaves. Wasn't the cleanest match ever that we saw there. That was, it was up and down from both players. There was a lot of nerves from both guys, a bit scrappy, but overall an awesome night of tennis to watch, bar none. So if you're new here to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video. It really helps the channel out. And big shout out to Rally Tennis, who's presented all 3 of the last majors, and they've been our presenting sponsor this year at the US Open. What's Rally Tennis? If you haven't been watching the Slice, well, they're your new tennis app where you're going to find people to play with, different people than, maybe your 2 hitting partners. You can join local leagues, compete in playoffs. You can get resources to make yourself better at tennis and get even discounts on gear. So head to the app. The link is below. Download it and get playing more tennis. Shout out Rally Tennis. So, Zverev, Djokovic, I think he looked beatable tonight based on the way Zverev was playing. Zverev played pretty good. He stepped up in a lot of ways. He had his old demons in a lot of ways. The key turning points of the match for me were in the third set. Zverev came out, played very good first set, and won it. And in classic Djokovic form, he stepped up right away in the second set, got an early break, and won that set pretty quickly. The third set, which was the biggest key, Zverev was pushing early, had break points early, didn't convert, and then started to get frustrated. Then all of a sudden he got frustrated at a ball hitting the line and was like arguing the call. Just a mental error there. Pressure builds on him. Djokovic presses, gets the break at the end of that set. Super tight third set. And then based on what we've seen throughout 2021, we're just like, he's going to go away. Zverev's going to go away. But he didn't. He stepped up and he played well. He got an early break and kept serving it out to win the 4th set. And then you're going into a 5th set. And I think I tweeted it. If you're not following The Slice on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at The Slice Tennis. And I said, I think going to this 5th set, Zverev has the youth and he has the momentum right now, but Djokovic has all of the experience, and he showed that. Djokovic was strong at the beginning, and Zverev honestly got pretty tight. He got broken where he threw in a double fault. I don't know if he made any first serves. And then he got for the double break. Easy tap over the net forehand, similar to the Shapovalov one in Wimbledon, misses it long, and then a shanked overhead. That was another easy put away to go down to double break, which ended up hurting him big time because he ended up breaking again. So they would have been black on serve. Anyways, story of the night, Djokovic, very good when it needed to be, and he just pushed through. He was super good at net tonight. He won 81% of his points at net. He also was clutch on the break points, 5 for 8, pretty good. Zverev, only 3 for 12 on break points. And Zverev got tight in those big moments in the 5th set. The commentators were saying during the match, both guys know what it takes to win this match. And I was going, no, Zverev doesn't know what it takes to win this match, actually. He knows what it doesn't take because he's never beaten a top 10 player at a Grand Slam still. That's unbelievable. And going to that 5th set, I remember that stat, and I was just like, I don't know if he knows what it takes to win here. Yes, he beat Djokovic in the Olympics, but he wasn't just going to slap the ball around the court and hit winners because he hadn't been really doing that as much all night. He did that for little peaks, but not enough tonight. Too much from Djokovic. He played well, and I loved his post-match interview. He stood up for Stefanos. He said, he was been getting too much hate, and he said, I'm going to play this next match like it's the last match of my career. I'm going for the Grand Slam, and how can you not love that? So he's going for the Grand Slam. He's going for number 21, and he's going for to get ahead of Djokovic or Federer and Nadal in the Grand Slam count. And the only person that stands in his way is this guy, Daniil Medvedev, the lanky, tall Russian who smack talks, who's sinister, he's the guy out of anyone on tour in the top who has the mentality where I would love to ruin Djokovic's party by winning this match, getting my first Grand Slam, but also stopping Novak from history. I think he's ruthless enough to want to do it and to believe he can do it. And now this is his third Grand Slam final, so he's not a rookie in this stage anymore. Their last match which is the final of the Australian Open. That's a big one to look at, obviously. Djokovic played very well. He played fast-balling him in the first set. In the second set, it was a tight first and half of the second set. And then once Djokovic got a break ahead, Medvedev just kind of mentally collapsed and it was over. I don't think that's going to happen again this time. What has to change is Medvedev's been returning super far back in the court all tournament, and that's great. That's how he does it. But Djokovic is much smarter and much tougher than any of the players he's played so far in the draw. So in Australia, Djokovic won 63% of his second serves, meaning that you're supposed to like Zverev tonight, for example, won like more than 50% of the points on Djokovic's second serve. He did a good job at pressuring Djokovic's second serve, and Medvedev standing that far back in the court can't do that. So I'd love to see Medvedev step up, change up his returning depth, and especially on that second serve, be aggressive. He's going to have to hit through Djokovic tonight, but he doesn't have to overplay, which he started to do in Australia. So Novak just has to hold his nerve. Honestly, he's got everything to play for. He's got the weight of all of his experience, all of the things he's gathered throughout his career, he's going to use in this match. So to me, there's such an advantage, obviously, for Djokovic for that reason. But he's also got a lot more to lose, because if he loses this, big disappointment for him. Yeah, probably his only chance to ever win a Grand Slam, which is crazy. So Djokovic has got to hold his nerve. He's got to play great. I think he's got to mix it up. I think it's very interesting because both these guys play with a similar style. Djokovic is just obviously the better one at it. Medvedev is the new gen at it. He's taller, he's longer, and he's breezed through this draw in a lot shorter time than Novak. So will the physical difference play a role in this match? Djokovic looked a little banged up tonight against Zverev, just a little bit. He was holding his back, hitting his knee. Before the match, he looked like he was stretching his right leg out. Medvedev looks like in perfect condition. None of his matches have been tight, and he's just been rolling. So the stage is set. Who do you got? People wanted my prediction on the last match. My prediction is Djokovic in for number 21, because he's unstoppable right now. He looks like it's been this stretch from 2019, end of 2018 till now has been some of the most dominant tennis we've ever seen, based on how tough he is to beat, especially as it gets later in majors. And it's for now, it's hard to imagine him losing, even though I know he could. And Medvedev's an amazing player and the best person to do this right now. I can't imagine him losing. So Djokovic in 4 for number 21. What do you think? Let me know below. And if you're going to bet on the match, make sure you use betobet.com. The link for that is below. You can get a bonus just by signing up with the link. So free money. It's an epic match. I'm wearing the red right now in honor of Leylah Annie Fernandez, who's going for her first Grand Slam tomorrow against Emma Raducanu. UK fans, we'll see you on Sky Sports, I guess, on Sunday morning. Check me out there. And thank you guys for subscribing, liking, sharing this video, and checking out all the links below. Thanks for your support. Let me know your thoughts on all that's been going on. We'll see you soon.